Hi, how you guys doing? I'm Kateria. Welcome to the Power of God Ministries, JC. Make sure you subscribe. Check out the salvation clip if you want to get saved or rededicate your life back to God. All right, so this particular video, I wanted to make it kind of urgent and for prayers and attention to the cream of the doors of creams. Okay, I tried to look it up on Google. If someone tries to look it up and you can't really find it, the people who design these tunnels, the blueprints of these designs, the terminology that I'm using, the county or someone will have these terms. I'm assuming, okay, because it popped up before, but I couldn't find it today on Google to say where the doors of Queens was. All right, but I think someone else when you do type it in, the doors of Queens, the tunnel's gonna pop up. But that description that I had gotten on that other video, that's not there. I was trying to find that description again to where it says that the doors of Queens is basically the tunnels with the names, right? That's on my last video. I didn't write the names down this time. With the tunnels, I think the Manhattan or Midtown tunnel, okay? Some tunnel with the word Midtown in it and another one. It's like two of them, but it may be more than two tunnels. But they put the doors on there, okay? These doors was the last hope of defense. They was the doors that was put on there due to the hurricane from Sandy and how New York flooded out. So they put these doors. So they put these doors on the tunnels to prevent that from happening again. So they call it the last defense. Like after that defense is gone, that is it. So when I was looking at the strategies of Japan and China, right, and how they devastated the industrial infrastructure, that's how they conquered. The dams was a huge thing, right? The dams, but this time it's not a dam, it's the tunnel. And the tunnel is a industrial infrastructure, okay? And so God was showing that they was going to basically attack the doors to Queens. That's the tunnels, those 20-ton doors. They was considered the doors to Queens to stop those natural disasters from happening in Queens again, and those cities, wherever it is going, whatever part of the city it'll go into. All right. But then I researched it because I told you I'm trying to research it again. I researched it again. I couldn't find what I found last time, but I found something different, which is the whole picture of the doors. Because I was trying to figure out, excuse me, I was trying to figure out, I ain't editing. So I was trying to figure out, how these doors to Queens look and where they located. Are they under the water with the tunnel? Forgetting that the tunnel must come above the ground. It must eventually come above the ground. So the doors to Queens is above the ground. I looked at the picture and I said, oh my God, this is worse than what I thought. These doors are not secured. It's only secured by a tall plastic looking gate. Like not like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not even secure technically. For something to be the last line of defense, thank you. For something to be the last line of defense, it sure is not secured. That tall gate, who cares about that tall gate? So I was like, nah, let me just put out an attention. It's in my video, don't skip it. And then I seen that, I don't have the picture on me right now, but it looked like the doors to Queens was like in the back of a building, on the side of a building or something, right there with the rest of the city. Like the city, the sidewalk right here, and you just walk right next to the doors to Queens. You just walk right next to the gate as if you just going on about your way. Is that true? Because that's what it looked like on the picture. And when you look up above the gate, you can see that, you know, trees or whatever, and then like it's look like a city on the other side of the gate. Man, I was not feeling well after that picture. I was like, yo, this thing is so exposed and so vulnerable. It's very vulnerable. And if no one pay attention to it, they can definitely, I don't know what they want to do with it, because they are coming in through the city, right? They're coming in through the city. They want to get into the city. But you got to know that they already here. So in my last video, I went through the steps to let you know they already here. I'm not going to go through it because I cut it. So I'm trying to make it shorter. But they already here. All right, the Baltimore Bridge falling down. They found out that that particular crane ship was Russia's ship. All right. But however, they still trying to cover it up. The article that I found that said that America has discovered that Russia was behind this, I can't find that article no more neither. Right? So, but if you look at it, the most that they tell you now is that that cargo ship was a part of Russia. It was Russia's ship that hit the Baltimore Bridge. But you can tell that basically all numerous bridges was being attacked, harassed, or falling. They have a plan for those bridges. Check out that video that I just unlocked. So check out that video. I found out that I had some videos locked. Like the New York video, I had that locked. I didn't realize it was locked. But I know why I locked it, because it had that stuff in it. It's mid-September. So I had to edit that out. You're going to see that part is edited or whatever. And so I just unlocked it. And then it's also had the significance of the bridges or whatever. That's unlocked. I didn't know that was locked, but anyhow, that was locked because it was mixed in with another video. So I had to edit that video or remake it. So I just edited the video. So I just unlocked that. But it's just letting you know that they already here. Those illegal immigrants that came in is in play, in motion, getting on that cargo ship and heading for the Baltimore Bridge, and then trying to act like it was an illegal immigrant. They didn't know what they're doing. But we will fall for it if Valley Bridge didn't get harassed, if Sally Saw Bridge wasn't getting harassed, if Narrows Bridge wasn't getting harassed. Then maybe I wouldn't have believed it anyway, because God already told me in 2023 that they was after the bridges. And then he began to tell me more in 2024 they after the bridges. And then the bridge of that one thing collapsed. The bridge of Baltimore collapsed. I would just focus on this other place with James and John's Island Bridge. You feel me? So that's why I didn't never fall for it. But as you can see, that's where we at. I'm saying that because, like, you can have somebody working in the tunnel and just put a bomb on a door on one night and then leave. And let it detonate when they let it detonate. You can just have the people just come up, just like how they coming up on the rivers, and just how how we see them in the other videos. They selling along the rivers, and then they also putting the bombs up under the bridges. It's the ones who's already here. We see the Chinese and the Russian spies here in motion. I'm thinking these people must have gotten off of the submarine. No, they didn't get off no submarine, because the Coast Guards and the Air Force, all of them would have seen something. They could see a submarine coming up. So where these Negroes come from? That's what I'm gonna just keep it plain and simple. Where they come from? They was already here. I looked at the doors of Creams. They already there. Man, that place right there, if y'all just take some initiative and guard your assets and guard your infrastructure, you can beat them if you take the initiative. If you take the initiative to guard your assets, we will beat them. We will beat them. This is what the Lord says. The Lord said on a different video when I made it, but at a different time, he said, no massive defeat. This is how you don't have a massive defeat. Focus on this industrial infrastructure and the agricultural production. Last line of defense. It's almost like your last chance to protecting Queens, to protecting New York. You know the tunnel drill. If you got more tunnels in different boroughs or whatever, focus on those doors too. This thing could be beyond what I'm seeing. I'm sorry. It is beyond what I'm seeing. Even for the bridges that comes out of my mouth, it's just a portion of them. Then it's up to the New Yorkers to know, like, yeah, focus on all of them. The Belt Parkway, those bridges, any bridge associated to the Belt Parkway is under attack. It's going to be under attack. So whatever bridge I profess out of my mouth, those are the bridges that God audibly speaks. But he already audibly spoke. The attacks is going to be on the Belt Parkway. Belt Parkway. Like whatever it is, and I've realized things attached to Belt Parkway. The bridge is attached to Belt Parkway. The Belt Parkway is the bridge itself, or whatever it is, yo. The bridges in the land or whatever, they get an attack. However that works. That's it. I don't need to make this video short so people can watch it. But I was just not okay with what I saw with the Doors of Queens when I physically saw the actual picture that it took. But it is heavy. It's 20-ton door. You know what I'm saying? It did take like 11 men to move it in that picture. But I was like, boy, that thing is so vulnerable. But to be that vulnerable means that it's easily to be protected. But, you know, may not be. I don't know, but I tell you one thing. If New York stay with America, they need to ASAP put the Doors of Queens. I don't know, maybe they need to maybe it's a hazard to isolate that area, you know, make it like a put it inside of a building. Maybe that's a hazard or something, but I don't know, something, barbed wire around the top of it, something. They probably don't want to do that because it's going to take away the ambiance of the streets or whatever, but yo, that don't look good. It's so vulnerable. I just had to bring it out because it was in my spirit. It was in my spirit, the devastation that could happen if something was to happen to those tunnels and the recovery process of it. You won't recover. You almost won't recover. Not during a war. You can't recover it. It's over. If they was to blow it up from the doors of tunnel, from that, it's over. For them to just seize it may be a better thing than to blow it up. And then you just conquer them later and regain ground. Versus them blowing it up, it's done. All right? Let alone letting something nuclear come in, you done. But yes, so remember, you guys, if you have a salvation clip, I might remember, you guys, if you want to get saved, all right, I have a salvation clip that you can look at. I will walk you through the steps of salvation. I also have what you call it? Oh yes, if you want to rededicate your life back to God. Listen, we are approaching New York made me sad, yo. We are approaching you talk about bad stuff happening. But it's happening everywhere, but it's something about New York. Besides that, they want it, you know what I'm saying? Pray, start fasting and praying. No massive defeat. And it hurts me because I can't argue with God. You feel what I'm saying? He just said no massive defeat, but defeat is here. Okay? So just do your best and pray. And as a people, we do our best to protect and save as many people as we can from tragedies, death, and things of that nature. All right, you guys. That's it. This is the Power of God Ministries, JC. And fast and pray. Stay focused. You guys be blessed. Have a good day and stay tuned.